The Co-op. Interview questions and answers. The Co-op application process typically involves 4 key steps: online application, online assessment, a one-to-one interview, and the final offer. Here's a step-by-step summary to help you prepare. Step 1. Online application. Visit the Co-op career site and search for customer team member roles in your area. Complete the application form with your personal details, availability, work history, and upload your CV. Step 2. Online assessment. After submitting, you'll be asked to complete 2 online tests. This typically includes situational judgment and problem-solving questions relevant to retail scenarios. The assessments check how you would respond to everyday customer service challenges. Step 3. Interview. If successful, you'll be invited to an interview with a store manager or a team leader. Expect questions about your flexibility, teamwork, and how you would handle customer interactions. Step 4. Job offer. If you pass all stages, you will receive a formal job offer. You will then complete onboarding paperwork, training modules, and an induction before starting your first shift. Interview day and what to expect. After applying for the vacancy online, you'll be invited to attend an interview in store. When you arrive at the store, look for a staff member on the shop floor and tell them who you are and that you've come for your interview. You will then be walked into the staff room where you will wait. When ready, the manager will introduce themselves and walk you to the back office where you will start your interview. Remember to bring along the ID documents with you to the interview also. Interview process. This is a very informal one-to-one interview, so there is no need to be nervous. It consists of one person interviewing you, usually the store manager, and looking over your application form and CV. They then explain the role they are offering in more detail and check for your suitability. It takes around 30 minutes to complete, followed by the manager showing you around the shop. Make sure you dress smartly and arrive early, as punctuality and presentation are valued. The brief tour of the store helps you understand the role of the environment you'll be working in. Interview preparation. Before starting the interview questions, it's helpful to understand some key details about the Co-op and the responsibilities of the customer team member. Co-op stores stock a wide range of grocery and household products, so you may be asked to replenish shelves on the shop floor or assist with unloading deliveries in the stock room. The store also carries frozen goods, which means you might work in the cold room storing new deliveries and restocking freezer cabinets for customers. There is also a chill section offering items such as milk, butter and yogurts, where you may be responsible for rotating short-life products to reduce waste and maintain freshness. The Co-op also provides in-store services such as bakery, food to go and the lottery, so you may be asked to support these areas. You'll be trained to use the checkout so you can step in during busy periods to help manage queues. As part of your duties, you may need to receive deliveries at the back of the store and organise stock in the correct areas, including frozen, chilled and ambient sections. You might be asked to carry out stock changes during the day or assist with larger layout shifts after closing time to prepare for seasonal events like Christmas or Easter. Occasionally, you might be expected to work an evening shift with the team to complete a full stock take. The Co-op has self-service tills in many UK stores to reduce queues and improve speed. So you need to be trained to assist customers when required to troubleshoot issues such as dealing with age-restricted items and scanning errors. What makes the Co-op different? It's a member-owned model. Co-op is owned by over 5 million members who shape decisions and share in profits. Community focus. A proportion of profits supports local causes chosen by members, reinforcing its social mission. Ethical sourcing. There's a strong emphasis on fair trade, sustainability and responsible supply chains. Convenience-led stores. It operates more than 2,400 smaller local format shops designed for quick and easy shopping. Membership rewards. Instead of a traditional loyalty card, members earn rewards and direct contributions to community projects. Wholesale reach. It supplies products to over 6,000 independent cooperative and NISA stores, extending its footprint beyond its own shops. Social responsibility. It is a recognised leader in tackling food waste, climate change and promoting healthier lifestyles. Inclusive governance. Members elect representatives to the National Members' Council, influencing leadership and strategy. Distinct store layout. Smaller stores prioritise essentials, chilled foods and ready-to-eat options for convenience shoppers. Colleague values. It employs around 56,000 people with a focus on fairness, equality and community engagement in the workplace. Interview process, step 1. The interview will then ask you an initial set of questions. 1. Why do you want to work at the co-op? 2. Tell me about yourself and what jobs have you done before? And 3. What do you know about the co-op? This section is very brief and they are asking to see if you have done any customer-facing roles before. This is not too difficult due to the standard questions asked. Why do you want to work here? From the job description, I feel my skills are well suited to this position. I have many years of experience of working in retail and understand what is involved in this customer-facing role. I have developed my skills working on the checkout and on the grocery, chilled and frozen departments and have experience of unloading deliveries. I also enjoy interacting with people and helping them find what they need and see this role as a great opportunity to grow within the retail sector. Overall, I feel I have the type of knowledge and experience necessary to succeed in this role. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about yourself and what jobs you have done before. Here you need to talk about your education and give relevant examples about your past roles that relate to this job. As mentioned before, I've worked in many customer-facing roles. I understand that customer service is a large part of this particular role. Also, I understand that working in the warehouse, stocking shelves and unloading deliveries may be required. I've worked in retail for many years, serving all kinds of people and can operate a till accurately. I also have warehouse experience. As part of this previous role, I unloaded deliveries and organised the back storeroom and performed stock counts on a regular basis. What do you know about the co-op? The co-op traces its roots back to Rochdale in 1844, when the Rochdale pioneers established the first successful cooperative society, and it has since grown into one of the UK's most recognised retail brands with a unique member-owned structure. It is known for its strong ethical stance, commitment to fair trade, and focus on supporting local communities through profit-sharing initiatives. I know the co-op operates over 2,400 convenience-style stores nationwide, typically open from early morning until late evening, 7 days a week. Alongside its physical stores, the co-op also offers online shopping and home delivery services in selected areas. The supermarket sells a wide range of groceries including fresh produce, chilled and frozen foods, bakery items, household essentials and its own trusted ranges such as Irresistible and Grow. Interview process, step 2. Further questions. What makes for good customer service? What makes for good customer service, and can you tell me about a time you delivered great customer service? It involves going above and beyond the customer's expectations, listening carefully to their needs and finding the right product for them. Think back to any retail experience when you interacted with a customer face-to-face and helped them solve the problem. If a customer asks you where a certain product is, do not point or tell them it is on a particular aisle. Take them to the product. Dealing with a difficult customer. Can you give an example of when and how you dealt with a difficult customer? While working at a supermarket during a busy bank holiday, a customer became upset because a multi-buy offer hadn't applied correctly at checkout. My task was to resolve the issue quickly without holding up the queue and escalating tension. I calmly apologised and asked to see the items. I double-checked the signage and realised one of the products wasn't included in the offer. I explained this clearly and offered to swap it for the correct item myself while she waited. I also reassured the next customer that I'd be quick to avoid delays. She appreciated the effort and thanked me for resolving it without a fuss. The queue kept moving and the customer left happy. Scenario questions. You are putting grocery stock out on the shop floor and a customer approaches and asks you where a certain product is. While you are doing this, the bell rings for a colleague to open up another till. What do you do? I will finish helping the customer by taking them directly to the product and then go to the checkout to see if they need any extra help with the queues at the till. What would you do if you saw some fresh produce that does not look that fresh on the shelf? I would assess the situation by looking at the items carefully and speak to my colleague who is running this department to notify them. Depending on the item's condition, I would either reduce the price or discard the item if it is not suitable for sale, and then restock if possible with fresh produce. I would also remember to use a yellow sticker to label the reduction. You are nearly at the end of your shift and the shop is 15 minutes from closing, but you notice the HGV co-op delivery driver at the back door with 5 cages of frozen goods that need properly storing in the cold room. Your manager asks you to stop behind and help. What do? I understand the importance of receiving and properly storing deliveries, especially when it comes to frozen goods. I will be willing to stay longer to ensure that everything is handled properly and correctly stored. In order to do this, I would encourage other members of the team to collaborate and get the job done quicker and more efficiently, so we can finalise our closing responsibilities so the shop can open smoothly the next day. Additional questions that may be asked. Provide an example of when you worked well in a team. Here you need to think of a time when you worked as a team member contributing to a team goal that can be applied to retail. For example, during stock takes. Who are the co-op's main competitors? The co-op's main competitors in the UK are a mix of traditional supermarket giants and fellow discount retailers. These include Tesco, Sainsbury's, Asda, Aldi, Lidl and Morrisons. Availability to work. Step 3. This is the final step and you will be asked when you are available to work. You are expected to give a range of hours throughout the week which you can work. It is advised to say you can work most days. The more flexible you are, the better. The co-op expects flexibility with early starts, late finishes and weekend shifts. See the opening times on the right. Job offer. I was offered a job later that week via a phone call. Customer team member contracts at the co-op typically offer around 20 to 40 hours per week, depending on the store requirements and personal availability. All contracted hours are paid with additional overtime available to support team coverage during busy periods and holidays. I was paid a part-time permanent role with a starting hourly rate of £13 and 5p per hour. I worked 4-hour shifts between 8 am and 12 pm, focusing on unloading deliveries, replenishing chilled and ambient stock on the shop floor, and helping customers at their checkout when needed. Shorter shifts are often scheduled during peak times to help manage customer flow and restocking needs. Job offer, team member. Contract options. Full-time. These are typically between 35 to 40 hours per week with shifts covering weekdays and weekends. Part-time. These usually range from 12 to 13 hours per week depending on the store requirements and your availability. You will receive a weekly rota outlining your shifts, but this will vary depending on staffing levels and store demands. Conclusion. Overall, the interview process at the Co-op is clear and supportive, reflecting its community-focused values. It's useful to prepare examples that show you deliver great customer service and work well in a team. Make sure you emphasise your flexibility with shifts, your commitment to fairness, and your enthusiasm for being part of a member-owned business. Good luck.